Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? Well, guys, so I just woke up and I felt the need to do this video. I went to do my hair the other day at the market square, and the lady that was doing my hair, at some point she asked me which tribe I am, okay, or which tribe am I. I feel like Nigerians, they're very tribalistic people. They want to know your tribe so they will know how to treat you. And similarly to just like how you see maybe Luos and Kikuyus, they're not friends, they don't do paddy, they don't favor each other. Similarly, Nigerians are like that too. I don't know why I feel like this camera is not, let me see. Is it? I don't know. My husband is calling me. Where was I? I just woke up, guys. Literally, I haven't even gotten out of bed. Madam, what are you doing with my laptop? I'll break those your little hands. Give me my laptop. Give me. Just give me. I think I'll find a place to hide it away from you. She was asking me which tribe I am. I just told her that I'm not Nigerian. And then she was like, Mama, close that kabati and leave that place. She was like, oh, guys. I think I have to off my data. If not, I'll keep receiving calls. Why is my screen misbehaving now? She said she could tell from my accent that I'm not Nigerian. So she was asking me, are you from Ghana? Are you from Cameroon? I didn't know if to answer her because I was just like, now, one thing that I know about myself is I don't like when somebody asks me where are you from, because I feel like especially Nigerians. Why? Because I feel like even before we started dreaming of traveling, Nigerians have been traveling, running away from their country for the longest period. And that is because Nigeria as a country has a lot of problems. And the problems they have are problems that they cause for themselves. For instance, there is light in Nigeria. It's not as if there is no light. But why is it that people don't see light? Are you getting me now? I've tried to do my research, and I've been told that the people that are selling fuel, the filling centers, okay, we call them petrol stations. Petrol stations have made a deal, allegedly, with NEPA, which is their KPLC, so that they will be rationing the light, and then they'll find a time or a chance to sell their fuel. I don't know how true that is, but that is what has been said, So I feel like something like that is a problem that they have created by themselves, right? Yeah. Another thing I've noticed that most Nigerians, for the period I've stayed in Nigeria, most Nigerians have this misconception about Kenya. For instance, there's a time, if you've been following me for a while, there's a time I did a video where I said I went to buy some things in town, and then there were these sales girls in this electronic shop where I went, and it's like they learned from their Oga's boy that I'm Kenyan. I'm not Nigerian, because of course from my accent they could tell. And then they were busy gossiping about Kenyans, gossiping about me like I'm not there. And they were busy saying, hey, that country, people are suffering there. that country, they really suffer. They're very hungry. They don't even have food. They don't even have houses. They live in huts. And I'm just like, which year are these people living in? Like you see, when growing up, when you're doing history, historical events and all that, when you're reading all these history books, and they show you how people back then used to live in huts. Go to the parlor. Leave that place. Go to the parlor. Parlor is this side, not this side. How they used to teach us about how people in the olden days, Stone Age, used to live in thatched houses, houses with thatched roofs where they used to use grass and cover the hut. They were actually literally living in thatched huts, not even houses, huts, And some of them used to dress in leaves, They did not have clothes back then. And some of them used to use this sisal and tie it on their waist and all that. Nigerians, surprisingly, they still have that notion that is how Kenyans live. That is how Kenyans are suffering. Apart from the few Nigerians that have been opportuned to visit Kenya and they notice that, wow, the country is beautiful than we thought. It has tourism attractions. It has things. We have 24 hours lights. Like literally, if our KPLC wants to take lights, they will send people messages and tell them that, okay, there will be no lights tomorrow from such a time to such a time because it has fault and we are trying to fix. And if they say there will be no light from such a time to such a time, immediately the time they say light will be back, it will be right back that time, So I just feel like Nigerians, most of them that are not traveled, those that are not well traveled, those that are not traveled at all, they have not been able to travel, they still have this notion in their head of what they probably must have read in history about East African countries and all that, and Kenyan specifically. They still feel we still live in Stone Age, where we use lantern lamps, we don't have light. So in their head, they are living larger than us. I even remember that lady was asking me, how do you find Nigeria? And I was like, first of all, Nigerians are very angry people, I can say. Angry in the aspect of they're easily triggered. And I think that is because how they grow up actually grooms how they behave, literally. They get angry very fast. They snap over everything. And when somebody asks you such a question and you are in their country, how do you find Nigeria? You better be careful not to tell them the truth, because if you tell them the truth, they might just pick offense about it. And like I mentioned, I went to a market square. That day I was going to do my hair. I went to the salon I used to do my hair before, because I've been keeping low-cut for like almost a year now. So it's been a while I've not visited the salon I used to do my hair before. So I went there and the woman did not open. The lady's shop was closed. Oh, sorry guys. The lady's shop was closed. And that was the only opportunity I had to make my hair. Because like I told you guys, I've been trying to relocate. Oga is not around at the moment, so I'm trying to do everything by myself. And it's not been a walk in the park. So that was the only time or the only day I had off, like I can say I can use it to do my hair. Because if you do your hair, if you're braiding, you probably know by now that you always need to keep like one day off just for that, because you never can tell how long you'll stay in the salon. Like that day I went early. I went like around 10 and I did not come back home until around 7. The woman was first of all very slow, and even before they started my hair, she was already doing some people's hair, So I had to queue and wait. So where were we? Yeah, so she was asking me, how do I find Nigeria? So I did not want to go in depth about how Nigeria is bad, how they are suffering, how the price in the market things is high. Because if I want to tell you the truth, see, Nigeria is one place that even when the prices of goods goes up and it comes down, the people in the market will never bring it down. They will still be selling it up where it was, and it keep going higher and higher and higher. And according to Nigerians, they will tell you that in Nigeria, once the price of something has gone up, it will never come down. It will continue going up and up and up. So is that a good place or a bad place? Is that a good country or a bad country? I will not say it's left for you to decide. Another thing, Nigeria is a country whereby if they choose somebody in the political seat and the person is giving back to the people, like literally fighting tooth and nail to make sure that they serve the people, the other people in that office, like the other members of parliament in Nigeria, they will be fighting you. For instance, we have this case of this Senator Natasha and Okpabio, you know. This lady was elected, I believe is to represent the north, somewhere in the north, because she's Muslim, so I believe she's representing the north, you know. And according to what she said that when she was elected, she decided to give to her people, to work for them, because they're the ones that elected her. But the moment she started working for them, she was forced to literally go and be apologizing to her members, her fellow members of parliament, you know, her fellow learned colleagues. She had to keep apologizing to them because why? They would say the thing she's doing for the people is making them look bad, as if they're not doing anything for their own states. Okay? So it's like, why are you the one that is trying to prove a point that we actually have this money that we are supposed to be using to give to the people? When the key thing is we are supposed to be using this money for ourselves, to fly our wives abroad, to give birth to children abroad, to fly our children abroad, to study abroad, when our education systems are rotten, you know. We are supposed to be using this money to fly ourselves abroad, to go for medical treatment, when our medical facilities in Nigeria are bad, you know. So that is what she was trying to say, that when she was given this seat and she proved herself by doing a lot, her fellow learned colleagues were on her case. Like, why did she do that? She's making them seem like they're not doing anything. Pick those remotes. Pick them. Give me. They are making it look like she's making it look like they're not doing anything at all. You see it. So is that a good country or a bad country? I'll ask you guys. I don't want to say it. A country where it's alleged that the NEPA people, which are supposed to be KPLC, and fuel people, which are petrol station, work together to frustrate the hell out of their people, you know, by offering lights. This country has a population, if I'm not so wrong, they have a very high population because it's a big country. That's why they normally call it the giant of Africa, you know. And it's a place that there's some places here where the country is producing, is it oil? They said it's producing oil. That is literally supposed to be a very rich country, if you ask me. They're not supposed to be even having problems like their naira is falling so much, their money does not have value anymore and all that. So if you look at it from your own angle, from where you're standing, from your own perspective, is it a good country or not? You know, this is a country where you pay your rent per year, okay? And they charge you agency fee for a house that you literally tarmacked by yourself to look for. There is no agent that brought you. Now in Kenya, if you're doing house what is it called? Not house tour, house search. Let me just use house search for lack of a better term. House hunting, yeah. In Kenya, if you're doing house hunting, Mama, go and wear your clothes. You cannot appear on my video naked. Go and wear your shirt. Okay. In Kenya, if you're doing house hunting by yourself, nobody will charge you for agency fee. But in Nigeria, you will trek. Let me tell you guys, when I was looking for this house, I trekked when I was looking for my new house, okay? Not this house where I'm filming this video, the new house that we're supposed to be relocating to. I tarmacked, I trekked like mad. And then, when I found the house, they charged me 200,000 naira for agency fee. When I was my own agent, no agent came for me. I was even telling the guy, I was arguing with the guy and telling him that, see, this agency fee, you have to reduce it for me. Why? Because you did not give me a house. I did not bring any agent. I looked for the house myself. I found the house myself. So if I'm supposed to give you any agency money, it's supposed to be a token that is me that is dashing you. I'm supposed to give you like literally maybe 50,000 naira, 50k max, just because I pity you because it's your work and the house is your own, but you did not see market, but still you are able to sell the house out. You see, the person still refused. I say, okay, let me give you 100k. He refused. He said, hey, in fact, even this agency fee, because say now you, it's supposed to be 250k. So if you're in a country where you tarmac and trek and toil under the sun by yourself to find a house and still go and throw away your 200,000 to somebody in the name of agency fee for literally doing nothing, is that a good country or a bad country? I ask again. I don't want to say it so that somebody will not come and say, quote and unquote, Linda said Nigeria is da. I'm giving you facts, okay, so that you will advise yourself. Now is in Nigeria that I've seen where a student fought a teacher in school and they suspended the teacher and they left the student. In my country, you can't dare it. First of all, they'll suspend that kid or even give the kid an expulsion. An expulsion is an indefinite suspension. You're gone. You're gone for good. Like you're not coming back to that school. Are you getting my point? Wait, sit down first. Just sit there. Sit there first. I know you want to do TikTok dance for me. Let me finish my video, then you do TikTok dance. Yeah? Yeah? You want to sit on the bed? You want to say hi to them? Say hi.
Hi.
How are you guys?
How are you guys?
Subscribe to my mommy.
Subscribe to my mommy.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So Nigeria is a country where I've seen for the first time where this happened. And I was like, what morals are we inculcating in our children? Because if a child fights a teacher and you suspend the teacher indefinitely and you leave the child, you're only telling other children that you too tomorrow you can beat a teacher if you like. Nothing will happen. No shaking. You know, no shaking. The school is behind you, Gidiba. If anything, it's the teacher that will lose their source of living, the source of livelihood. And you, my dear, you can fight teachers and your life will just go on like nothing happened. So, in my country, I've seen cases where that happened and the child was expelled from school, like sent away. They don't want to see you in that school again. They don't have any business with you in that school again. They don't want to see you. They don't want to hear about you. They don't want anything, literally. So tell me, guys, is that a good country or a bad country? Like I said, I don't want to be the one saying it. I want you to be the judge. From the fact that I'm laying down now, judge it. And there, in Kenya, if this kind of thing happened, they will first of all arraign you in front of the board of disciplinary committee. You and your parents, you will come to school. You write an apology and sign it. You will even be taken to the chief. My goodness. And then you come and say, Nigerians have morals. I think they don't have morals. All they have is they have traditions. Okay? They have traditions. Now, Nigeria is a country where a man and a wife will be married. The man is free to cheat and sleep around with as many girls as he wants to. But the day the wife cheats, they will naked you and use you to humiliate you inside the market. They will be dragging you, walking with you around the markets. I was having a conversation with an acquaintance of mine. She is Asian, and she was telling me that is what her tribe does. If a woman is caught cheating, they will naked you, like they will remove all your clothes, you'll be naked, and then they'll be dragging you, walking with you inside the markets, humiliating you. And I asked her, in this your Asian tribe, or in this your culture or community, what if a man is cheating? Because I know of Asian men that are cheating. What happens to them? She said nothing. Nothing happens to them. And I'm asking myself again, if a man can do this comfortably and be proud about it and nothing happens, then why can't a woman do it too and nothing happens? Why is it that when it's a woman's turn, it's now a taboo? Let me tell you, I believe that what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Okay? A man that feels the need to cheat on his wife should also have, what is it? I should not pull it. A man that feels the need to cheat on his wife should also be ready to accept when he's cheated on and take it lying down and not make a fuss out of it. Yes, because we are all human beings. The way you think you have, what is it called? The way you think you have fleshly desires or fleshly weakness, that is the same way we too experience it. The way men feel like he feels the urge for sex, at some point he cannot control it and he has to do something for his body to calm down. That is how we too women, we feel it the same way. Yes,
I'm too tired.
we too, we feel it the same way. Do you understand? It's not any different. So, in such a scenario, okay, is it a good country or a bad country? Is in this same Nigeria that if a woman's husband dies, this is from an Igbo culture, Igbo, the woman will be told to wear one cloth, either white or black cloth, for 6 months to 1 year, depending on which home they are coming from. And they will be confined to stay in their houses. And this is not only for Igbo, because there is, like, even I think even in Benin it's done like that, because at some time back, like 2 years ago, there's a lady where I used to have a shop. There's a lady that her husband died and this woman had to be sitting at home. Imagine you're jobless, you can't go to work, you sit at home, you either wear white clothes, tie white wrapper on your head, or black clothes, tie black wrapper on your head. You stay at home, you literally stay at home. You wake up, you sleep at home, you wake up, you sleep at home. You're not allowed to come out to mingle with the people, to forget your sorrows. You're not allowed to go to market, you're not allowed to go and open your shop if you have a business. You're not allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to mingle with people to forget your sorrows. If you try it, they'll say you're going against the cultures and traditions. But when a woman dies, your husband is not dressing in white. Your husband is not dressing in black. Your husband moves on with his life as if nothing happened. Your husband moves on with his life as if the person that died is not a human being. Your husband can get a side chick. Your husband can sleep with somebody. Your husband can do anything. Move on with his life, literally as if nothing happened when you die. And in the same culture, when it's the man that died, the woman's life comes to a standstill. Is that a good country or a bad country? And I'm even glad that right now, most Nigerians, they're opening their eyes. They're beginning to fight these things by themselves. I have to lock my door because my kids are making noise. Most Nigerians, they're beginning to catch the drift. They're beginning to grab the concept that what is happening is not right. They're beginning to fight it. I see most videos these days, they're posting up and down saying, yes, we as Nigerians, we as the chiefs, we want this tradition to change because they are traditions of our people, yes, but they have been passed, like they have been outgrown by time. We need change. They want it. They have noticed that they are being unfair, you know. They're being unfair to people. They are being unfair to themselves. They are being unfair to their women. They don't treat women with respect in Nigeria at all. Let me tell you, in Nigeria, even when, no matter, if I'm wrong, comment down, let me know. No matter who you're talking to, whether you're looking for house, talking to house agents, whether you have a problem with your house, you need their attention. If you are the only person available to talk to them, like maybe your husband is not around, maybe your husband traveled or anything, they don't give you, let me not use the word attention, but they don't take it like you're making any sense. They take it like you're just talking too much because you're a woman. For instance, this place I'm living that I want to pack out. When I came, my house and windows did not have net. I begged them to bring net for me. I'm begging them for what I've paid for. They kept giving me stories. Up till now, the only windows that have net in my house is my bedroom window, my bathroom window, and my parlor one window. The remaining windows don't have net till today. That's why I said I must pack out. I cannot. Even when the agent came, he was asking me, have you changed your mind? You're not packing again, you're staying. I told him, why would I change my mind? This is your house that they have problem, and even since when I came, I'm treating malaria every day. No window net. I've been begging you people, you refuse to put it for me. Why should I change my mind? I did not change my mind. Jare, enter house and inspect your house. I don't have time to waste. You know, in Nigeria is the only place where they will tell you, as a woman, don't talk when men are talking. What are you saying? Just a woman like you. In Nigeria is where they will say they have culture of greeting. But you will be walking on the road, you will meet a man. He will never greet you. Why? Because you are a woman. They expect that because you are a woman, you are the one who should be greeting them every day. That is why in Nigeria, they will tell you that every morning as a wife, is you that should be greeting your husband every morning. It's not right. You are partners. Do you get? Anybody can greet anybody. Don't put tabs on it. You might end up greeting him 80% of the time. Some months, he will greet you 20%. Some months, he will be the one greeting you 60%. You'll greet him 40%. It doesn't matter. So far, it's working for you. What works for you might not work for me. But that of you are the one that should be greeting your husband every day. He will never open his mouth and say, good morning, my wife. Good morning, my beautiful wife. Never. That because he's a man. So you see all those kind of things. They look down upon women. They don't respect women. And women feel to be comfortable in that space. And that is why I feel like when I saw Senator Natasha fighting for herself, I was like, now this is it. If we have 5 of Senator Natashas in Nigeria, then things are going to change for women, literally. Because most women, they shut them up. But she has decided they will not shut her up. Even when they wanted to travel, to go and hold that meeting in the north. They put police on the road to stop them. They decided to fly a chopper and went and landed there. They said that meeting must hold. It be as it be, it must hold. Do you get? She was determined to fight for herself and to fight for her people and to stand by what she knows is right. So, I ask again. This woman asked me, how do I find Nigeria? In all honesty, if you know all these things I've said, after hearing what I've said, and these are facts proven to me by Nigerians themselves, and some of them have witnessed it myself, what do you think would be the best answer for me to give the woman? How is Nigeria? Is it a good country? Is it a bad country? And then someone will ask you, why are Nigerians jackparing? Why won't they jackpar? There are some Nigerians that they are doing well here, they have built houses, but they still leave everything behind and jackpar because the system is not working. It's just like thinking that if you're in a marriage and you love each other, it is settled. No, love alone is not enough. In marriage, we are spending money. In marriage, we are paying bills. In marriage, we are taking care of kids. In marriage, we are cleaning our houses. We are doing chores. In marriages, we are doing homework. In marriages, we are attending PTA meetings. In marriages, we are taking kids to hospital. We are being bedridden and we are staying in the wards. In marriage, we are taking kids to church. We are bringing children up in the ways of God. In marriage, we are teaching children how to pray. In marriages, we are praying day and night to make it stand because even the devil doesn't like it. So, what do you think? What would I have answered the woman? How do you find Nigeria? So I decided to just tell her something light. I just told her that cannot say that Nigeria is not nice, so only that the sun in Nigeria is sunning into the sun. Because normally I'm a chocolate person, but immediately I entered Nigeria, I became black like kiwi. I became like lude. You guys know that Kenyan shoe polish they used to call lude. They used to smell very bad. You know, I became black. I became darker than what I used to be before. That was the one I told her, and because it was light, on the lighter side, she just laughed and said, what did she even say? She said, no, it's not Nigeria that made you black. If you are black, you are just black, nah. You know, and it ended the conversation. And I just wanted it that way because I didn't want to come and start telling her all these things I'm telling you now. Then she will get agitated and start quarreling and start fighting. I don't have that power. Anyway, guys, I just felt the need to share this with you. Please comment down below, let me know. Have you been opportune to travel to Nigeria? Have you mingled with Nigerians? What have they told you? What have you seen? What can you say? So, having said all that, there's always a bad side of the coin and a good side. So the good side would be Nigeria is a very fashionable place. It's a country of fashion. It's a country of enjoyment. People here, they like life. In Nigeria is where every woman carries eyelashes. Even old women, like old grandmamas, they carry eyelashes. Promise! Prom! Open this door for the girl. They do eyelashes. Even old people that are old enough to be my grandma that gave birth to my mommy, they believe in carrying eyelashes. They like fashion. They like branding and rebranding themselves. They like to live their life, you know. Nigeria is a country where they will keep complaining they don't have money. Promise, open this door for Maya. Anyway, guys, so it's a fashionable country. They love life. They love living large. Almost everybody has a car. If you don't have a car, they consider you to be poor. If you have a car, they consider you to be rich, even if your car looks very old and it's started and it's not even supposed to be on the road. In Nigeria is where if you have money, anything is possible. You bend rules when you have money. You know, anything can happen if you have money. Bring your gun. Bring your gun. Yeah. So guys, that is basically it. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye.